Welcome to our channel, where we take you into the world of matchsticks and show you how they remade. Matches are simple objects that can bring people together, ignite romantic sparks, and light up conversations. But have you ever stopped to think about how these tiny sticks with a fiery potential are manufactured? If you're ready to ignite your curiosity, then let's dive in and uncover the secrets behind the humble matchstick. The process is incredibly detailed and precise. And today, we want to shed some light on how matches are made. In this episode, we're going to explore the fascinating journey from raw materials to finished product. The long, continuous strips of wood are fed into high-speed cutting machines, which slice them into individual matchstick blanks. Automated gluing machines apply a small amount of hot glue to the top of the matchstick. Then the matchstick is inserted into the hole of a match head and pressed firmly to ensure a strong bond. The matchsticks are inserted into matchbook or matchbox holders, ready to be struck against a rough surface to ignite the match head. The striking mechanism works by transferring heat energy from the striking surface to the match head. We briefly mentioned the match head composition earlier, but let's expand on that. These matches are typically longer and thicker than regular matches, making them easier to grip. Kitchen matches are usually made with a non-toxic match head compound called potassium chlorate. They're commonly used for cooking and outdoor activities where a longer burning time is required. These matches are specifically designed to withstand higher temperatures and produce a brighter flame, making them ideal for use in kitchens or during camping trips. There are two main types of match heads: safety matches and ordinary matches. These matches are unique because they don't require a match head. Instead, they have a piece of ferrocerium, a highly magnetic alloy, at one end. These small objects that fit so easily into our everyday lives are the result of precision engineering, scientific knowledge, and skilled craftsmanship. The next time you strike a match, take a moment to appreciate the fascinating journey it's been on from the forest to your hands. Thank you for joining us on this episode. If you enjoyed learning about how matches are made, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We love to share interesting facts about everyday items that you probably never thought much about before. So if you want to continue to expand your knowledge, then subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking questions.
Who knows?
You might just discover something that sparks your interest. When the match is struck against a hard surface, the friction generates enough heat to ignite the fuel in the hollow tube, causing the fire piston to burn fiercely. Fire pistons are popular among outdoors enthusiasts and survivalists because they can produce a large flame that's ideal for starting fires in damp or windy conditions. Ordinary matches have a mixture of chemicals, including white phosphorus, which is highly toxic. That's why they're not allowed to be sold in many countries. Safety matches, on the other hand, use less toxic ingredients and are much safer to handle. They also require a special matchbox with a rough striking surface that produces sparks when struck. Both types of matches have their unique characteristics and uses, but safety matches are generally preferred for their reduced toxicity and convenience. When a match is struck, friction generates heat, igniting the match head compound and causing the match to burn. The burning rate of the match is determined by the size, shape, and chemical composition of the match head. Manufacturers carefully design match heads to produce a flame that is hot enough to ignite common household materials like paper or wood, but not so hot that it burns through the matchstick too quickly. To ensure longevity and reliability, the matches go through rigorous testing to determine their burning rate. Quality control experts conduct tests to ensure that the matches burn consistently and for a sufficient amount of time. They strike a sample of matches and observe their performance, adjusting the formulation of the match head compound if necessary to meet the desired burning rate. This process is repeated for every matchstick, creating rows upon rows of neatly glued match heads. Each matchstick is carefully arranged in its designated package, ready to be picked up by consumers and used to light up their lives. The quality control team carefully inspects each batch of matches, checking for any defects such as loose or unevenly attached match heads. Any imperfections found are quickly addressed to ensure that only the highest quality matches make it to the packaging stage. Each blank is then sorted and graded according to its dimensions and quality. The best ones move on to the dipping process, where a hot solution of the match head mixture is applied to one end of the matchstick blank. This is done with a specialized dipping machine that ensures an even coating of the match head material. Once coated, the matchsticks are allowed to dry, setting the stage for the next critical step. Step 1. Sourcing the finest materials. The manufacturing process for matchsticks begins with sourcing the finest quality materials. It all starts with the wood. Soft woods like matchstick pine are preferred due to their uniform structure, which makes them easier to machine. They're placed in specialized drying ovens where hot air circulates around them, gently drawing out any remaining moisture. This step is crucial for creating long-lasting matches that burn steadily without any issues. During drying, the glue holding the match heads solidifies, creating a strong bond that ensures the match heads stay securely attached during use. The dried matches are then conditioned to specific humidity levels. This helps to prevent the matches from becoming too brittle or too flexible, ensuring they strike easily but don't break apart. Achieving the right balance of flexibility and hardness is essential for producing high-quality matches that ignite reliably and burn evenly. The conditioning process involves placing the matches in chambers with controlled humidity levels, allowing them to absorb or release moisture as needed. Traditionally, match heads were made of a mixture of sulfur, antimony sulfide, and powdered metal. However, due to safety concerns and toxicity issues, modern match heads now primarily consist of powdered metal and sulfur compounds. These materials are carefully measured and mixed together in large industrial blenders to form a uniform blend. This mixture is what gives the matchstick its ability to catch fire and burn. The consistency and quality of the match head mixture are crucial for producing reliable and safe matches. Manufacturers spend countless hours testing and refining their blends to achieve the perfect balance of ingredients. Once the logs arrive at the factory, they undergo a seasoning process where they're dried to reduce moisture content. This step is crucial because it prevents problems during the machining process. The wood is then cut into thin strips, which will eventually be transformed into the familiar matchstick shape. These thin strips are not just any old random shapes. They're actually carefully designed and engineered to be the perfect size for the job. You see, the width of the strip determines the width of the head and striking surface of the match. The length, on the other hand, plays a role in the length of the matchstick and the thickness of the individual matchsticks. All these factors must be just right for the matchsticks to work efficiently and effectively. The next key component of the matchstick is the match head. Step 2. Precision cutting and gluing. With the materials ready, the process moves on to precision cutting and gluing. Gluing the match heads to the matchstick is a delicate operation that requires precision and care. Step 3. Drying and conditioning. Once the match heads are glued on, the matches undergo a drying process to remove excess moisture and solidify the glue. Step 4. Stricking and packaging. Now it's time for the final stages, striking and packaging. As the matches pass the final quality checks, they're packaged and distributed to retailers around the world. Bonus: different types of matches. Did you know that there are different types of matches? Another type of match you might have come across is the kitchen match. Then we have the fire piston, also known as the ferrocerium match. Each type of match has its own distinct properties and applications, contributing to their versatility and usefulness in various settings. Conclusion: from the careful selection of materials to the intricate manufacturing process, every step in the production of matches is crucial.